Have you ever found yourself yearning, even longing, for love, feeling like it's the missing piece that would finally complete your life? Society often portrays love as the ultimate goal, the pinnacle of human experience, the magical solution to all our problems. But what if this relentless pursuit of love is more of a hindrance than a help in finding true happiness and contentment? Welcome to our deep dive into a perspective that might challenge everything you've been taught about love. Today we are going to take a step back in time and explore the wisdom of the ancient Stoics. Stoicism, a school of philosophy founded in the 3rd century BC, taught that virtue, the highest good, is based on knowledge, and that the wise live in harmony with the divine reason that governs nature. The Stoics had incredibly insightful things to say about our emotions, especially regarding love. They believed that our emotions should not rule us, but rather we should understand and manage them. What could this possibly have to do with our modern pursuits of love? Stick around as we unravel the Stoic teachings and explore why they believed we should not chase love. Stoic perspectives on love. As we delve into the Stoic viewpoint on love, it's important to understand the perspectives of some of its most influential thinkers. Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, among others, contributed significantly to the Stoic interpretation of love. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about emotions, including love. He believed that love is a natural and necessary part of life, but warned against allowing it to consume you. To Seneca, love, like all emotions, must be moderated and controlled. It should not become an obsession that diverts us from our path toward virtue and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and devoted Stoic, echoed similar sentiments in his famous work Meditations. He stressed the importance of maintaining control over our emotions, reminding us that we can shape our perceptions and responses. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher, taught that our tranquility depends on distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. While we cannot control whether someone else loves us, we can control how we respond to these feelings. At the heart of Stoicism is the concept of preferred indifference. These are aspects of life that are not inherently good or bad, but can contribute to a good life if used correctly. To the Stoics, love falls into this category. It's not a virtue in itself, nor is it inherently evil. Rather, love can add value to our lives, but should not be our ultimate goal or determine our happiness. It's a radical perspective, especially when contrasted with the narratives we are often fed about love being the ultimate source of happiness and fulfillment. Yet the Stoics believe that true peace comes from within, not from external factors, not even from love itself. Chasing love. What do we mean by chasing love? Essentially, it refers to making the search for a romantic partner the primary goal in life, a relentless pursuit of love, often at the expense of other pursuits and personal development. When we chase love, we are constantly seeking someone else to complete us, to fulfill us, and to give our life meaning. On the surface, this might not seem problematic, as love is indeed a beautiful and enriching part of the human experience. However, a deeper look reveals several issues with this mindset. Firstly, it places our happiness in someone else's hands. When we chase love, we often attach our sense of self-worth and happiness to whether or not we are in a romantic relationship. Being single can make us feel incomplete, or like we are failing. The Stoics would argue that this is a misplaced source of value, believing instead in finding contentment within oneself, rather than in external factors. Secondly, focusing so intensely on finding love can lead us to neglect other important aspects of our lives, such as personal growth, passions, and friendships. We can become so absorbed in the pursuit of love that we lose our individuality and the unique qualities that make us who we are. Thirdly, chasing love can lead us into unhealthy relationships. When our primary goal is simply to be in a relationship, any relationship, we might overlook red flags, tolerate mistreatment, or settle for partners who are not right for us. This desperation can cause us to lose sight of what a healthy, respectful, and fulfilling relationship should look like. Finally, chasing love can be an endless and unsatisfying pursuit. If we are always looking for love, we are constantly living in the future, always seeking the next thing, and never truly present or satisfied with what we have now. Stoic lessons on love. As Seneca said, "He who is everywhere is nowhere." Chasing love, therefore, can lead to a life of discontent, constant striving, and ultimately unhappiness. This doesn't mean the Stoics were against love. On the contrary, they valued it, but advocated for a different, more mindful approach. Let's delve deeper into Stoicism's lessons on love. Take Epictetus, for instance, a former slave who became one of the most influential Stoic philosophers. His teachings centered around the idea of control, distinguishing between the things we can control and those we cannot. According to Epictetus, love falls into the latter category. In the discourses he advises, "Remember that you must behave in life as at a dinner party. Is anything brought around to you? Put out your hand and take your share with moderation. Does it pass by you? Don't stop it. Has it not yet come? Don't stretch your desire towards it, but wait until it reaches you." What he's saying here is to appreciate love when it comes your way. Engage fully with it when it's present in your life. But don't desperately reach out for it when it's not present, nor hold on to it too tightly when it tries to leave. Seneca, another eminent Stoic philosopher, taught that one should love without attachment, knowing that all things are temporary. This is not to promote emotional detachment or indifference, but to foster resilience in the face of change and loss. Seneca counseled, "He who loves with desire is always anguished." Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, echoed these sentiments in his Meditations. He wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." This advice encourages us to wholeheartedly engage with love when it comes into our lives, but to do so without clinging or desperation. These Stoic lessons on love guide us towards a healthier and more resilient approach. They advise us to appreciate love, enjoy it, and engage with it fully, but not to make it the sole focus of our lives or the sole source of our happiness. In essence, love should be part of our lives, not the entirety of it. Adopting the Stoic view of not chasing love can drastically improve your life. This might seem counterintuitive in a world where we're often told to go after what we want with relentless determination, but Stoicism teaches us a more nuanced approach. Firstly, not chasing love can lead to a profound sense of emotional resilience. When we attach our happiness and self-worth to whether or not we're in a romantic relationship, we become susceptible to emotional turmoil. By taking a step back and not fervently seeking love, we can create an emotional equilibrium that remains stable whether or not love is present in our lives. Secondly, not chasing love encourages self-fulfillment. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that we need another person to complete us. Stoicism, however, promotes the idea that we are already complete and capable of finding fulfillment within ourselves. When we stop chasing love, we can dedicate more time and energy towards personal growth, understanding ourselves, and nurturing our passions and interests. We learn to find contentment within ourselves, making us more self-reliant and resilient. It's not about avoiding love or being indifferent to it, but rather about letting love come to you in its own time and its way. Transitioning from a mindset of chasing love to one of embracing love mindfully can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Practical steps. Transitioning from chasing love to embracing acceptance and self-fulfillment is no small feat. It requires introspection, patience, and commitment. Here are some practical steps to help you put Stoic principles into practice in your everyday life. Self-awareness. Start by recognizing your patterns. Are you constantly seeking validation from others? Do you jump from one relationship to another out of fear of being alone? Being honest with yourself about these patterns is the first step towards change. Self-love. Instead of seeking love externally, start cultivating it within yourself. Practice self-care, nurture your interests, and build a life you love, irrespective of whether you're in a romantic relationship or not. Remember, you are already whole. Embrace solitude. Stoics believed in the value of solitude as it gives us space to understand ourselves better, reflect, and grow. Spend time alone and learn to enjoy your own company. Patience. In the age of dating apps, it's easy to get caught up in the chase for love. Instead, practice patience and let love come to you organically at its own pace. Mindful relationships. When you do enter a relationship, keep Stoic principles in mind. Maintain your independence. Don't make the relationship your sole source of happiness, and ensure there's mutual respect and understanding. Emotional resilience. Learn to manage your emotions better. Stoicism doesn't mean not feeling anything, but it means not letting your emotions control your actions and decisions. Practicing mindfulness can be a good starting point here. Remember, it's a journey, and there will be days when you struggle. That's okay. Change takes time, but with each step you take, you're moving closer to a life of emotional resilience, self-fulfillment, and healthier relationships. The Stoics taught us to appreciate love when it's present, let go when it's not, and always maintain our inner peace and self-respect. In the words of the renowned Stoic philosopher Seneca, "The man who is serene and tranquil is not the man who has fled from things, but who remains their master." May we all strive to become masters of our emotions and our lives. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Stoicism and its perspective on love. If you found value in this discussion, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing for more content like this. Remember, self-improvement is a journey that we are all on together. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and strive to be the best version of yourself. See you soon.